Hello everyone, am I audible? Can you please confirm in chat, am I audible? Okay, thanks for the confirmation. And sorry for yesterday. Actually, I was having poor connection, so I couldn't able to take the session. So we'll be continuing from yesterday only. Okay, what we are gonna, discuss. And yesterday, I think I shared with you a link. I'm sharing it. I'm sharing it again. Okay, so if you haven't downloaded, so you can download it. So we'll be discussing about a project called automatic number plate recognition. So let me share my screen. Okay. So I think my screen is visible to all of you. Okay. So I'm repeating. One time. So yes, you can deploy because in that application, just it's a kinds of demonstration, you can say. Okay. But if you want to deploy it and if you want to create this end-to-end whole pipeline, so you can do. But I will just give you the idea, like if you have any problem statement, or if you have any project requirement, so how should how you should approach the problem. Okay, so what are the tech stack and what are the requirements you need. So that thing actually I will be discussing. And this is a simple actually application. Okay, like you won't be find any kinds of web application. So it's kinds of API. We'll be testing it using the Postman. Okay, so Postman, by using the Postman, we'll be giving an image, and based on the image, actually, it will try to identify your number plate, and it will extract this text, okay, from the number plate. So there are lots of application. If I talk about this automatic number plate recognition, you will find. So let me show you some of them. So see, actually, this is another application you can see. So it's a, you can say, live actually footage. So if you attach kinds of CC camera, okay, on the road, and based on that, actually, you can extract this information. Okay, suppose there are traffic. So what traffic actually does do? Okay, they manually try to collect these kinds of information of your car. Suppose there is an accident. Okay, there is an accident happened. So you need to track this car license plate number. So if you have this kinds of automation, like you can say computer vision technique, so your camera will automatically identify this number plate and it will extract the text. Okay, and it will save inside a database. So there is a kinds of automation thing you are doing, right? So if I talk about like how many of the application are available, so if I show you, so these are some application. Okay, topmost application are available. Like you can use this for parking management system. Then you can also use traffic management system, then retail park security, and this tool booth records. Okay, so these are some popular use cases of this ANPR project, so you can directly implement. So I will just give you the idea. Okay, so how to approach these kinds of problem. So this is the requirement of this session. So let me open my note, this Blackboard, and I'll be discussing all the requirements. And I think you have already familiar with this TA42 concepts. I think someone took this class, I guess, right? TensorFlow 2 object detection. Because in that project, I will be discussing, this project actually has been implemented with TensorFlow 1, okay, 1.x. But I think in your previous session, TensorFlow 2.x has been already discussed. Can you please confirm it is discussed or not? Anyone? Okay, no response. I think it was discussed, right? And this YOLO V5 detect on to these things actually already discussed in your class. Yeah, just check it. I think it was already discussed. Okay. So this is a similar things. Okay, if you know this TF42, you can also implement with TF41. Okay, and you can also utilize this YOLO v5 and detect on true. Okay, I'm not like worried about the framework you are using. I'm just worried about like if you have this problem statement, like how to approach. And the thing is like you need to select this tech stack and all the thing you need to select. Okay, and you need to implement this kinds of application. Okay, so that will give you I can say small idea like how to approach this kinds of problem statement. Okay, so let's start with our today's session. So first of all, let me discuss about this requirements. Okay, what are the requirements actually necessary? So let me write. But first of all, let me discuss this project workflow. Okay, so see, actually, whenever you are creating any kinds of project, so just create this kinds of workflow. Okay, because when you have the workflow, then actually you can implement that project actually in a very easy way. Okay, you can write the code actually in an actual way. So that is the main thing. Suppose you haven't created any kinds of workflow, so what will happen? Suppose you have like taught something, but after some times you will forget that for sure, right? But if you are creating that kinds of actually architecture, kinds of diagram, like what are the stage like you are gonna do, so that will help you a lot, like to implement that projects. So in that project, suppose this is actually ANPR projects, that means automatic number plate recognition projects. So what are the things actually we need? Okay, so first of all, we'll be starting. Okay, we'll be starting like implementing our projects. So for that, we need data. Okay, so not only data, we need some kinds of requirements. So that kinds of requirements actually we need to gather first of all. Okay, so requirement gathering, then take stack selection. Suppose there are lots of framework in the market right now, and we have discussed all of them, I think, like detect on true, YOLO v5, TensorFlow. Okay, now the question is like which framework to use. Okay, so I have already shown you this YOLO v5 and detect on true. So what is the difference between them? I have already told you. Okay, so if you have kinds of you can say easy task, and if you want to do it quickly, so you can use YOLO v5 and detect on true. But if you need like more precise results, so you can go with this TensorFlow and all the thing. Okay, so that thing actually you need to consider from your side. Suppose if you want a faster, you can say outcome, so at that time you can go with this yellow and detectron. Okay, and if you need some precise results, so you can go with this TensorFlow. So then you need to select this tech stack, like you will be using the Python 3.6 or Python 3.7 or 3.9. That thing actually you need to select, and which framework you need to select. Okay, so here actually you need to decide. Then after that you need to collect the data. So you need to collect the data based on the requirement you have. Suppose here we have the requirement uh, like called automatic number plate recognition. Okay, so for that we need number plate data set. Okay, what kinds of number plate data set? So I have already shown you. Suppose there is a car. Okay, suppose there is an entire car, and from this entire car I need to actually extract this information. So if I can collect these kinds of car images, okay, so I can get this number, right? Number plate. So that kinds of actually image we need to collect here. Then after collecting the data, we need to preparation the data. Okay, we need to prepare the data. Like if this image is kinds of random, okay, you need to resize them, and you need to do some kinds of, you can say, splitting operation. Like you need to convert it to 10 different splits so that you can use it in your like training time. Then model training. No model, not model training. Data augmentation. Okay, suppose you have prepared your data. Now suppose in computer vision, what is the issue? Like you will be collecting the images, but the image would be like very less. So what you can do, okay, for getting the better results, you can augment the data. So what is augmentation? Actually there are some kinds of actually transforming operation you can apply on top of this data. So what will happen? Suppose you have images. Okay, suppose this is the images. So what you can do, you can flip these images. So what will happen? So it will generate a new image. Okay, so that kinds of augmentation you can apply. Otherwise you can do the blurring operation, and you can change the color actually activity. Okay, all the thing actually you can manipulate with these images. So with that actually you will generate a lots of images. Okay, so we call it augmentation images. Okay, augmented images. So this is the thing we can do if you have a less number of images. And after that you need to do the annotation. So I have already shown you the annotation tool and all the thing. I think I have already shared with you, like label img and label me. These are some tools, okay, are available, so you can directly label them. So see what kinds of label you need to do, because here we need to select this number plate. Okay, so we will be doing this bounding box operation. So it's an object detection problem. Okay, so based on that actually you need to do the annotation, okay, of your data. Then just 1 minute, guys. I got a sorry for disturbance. Okay. So then after doing the annotation, actually you need to convert this XML to CSV conversion, because after doing the annotation, we get a file called XML. Okay, XML annotation file, because that is the thing actually we need for this TensorFlow object detection. Okay, I think it has been already showed in the class whenever you were learning about this TensorFlow object detection. Then from this actually XML to CSV you need to convert, and this CSV you need to convert to actually TF records format. Okay, so if you don't know, actually TF records is a format. Okay, it is supported by the TensorFlow object detection. So whenever you are working with this TensorFlow framework, so at that time you need to convert your data to TF records format. Okay, that is the requirement. After generating the TF records format, actually you need to do the model training. Okay, so you can start the model training. So we can select any kinds of model, like there are models you inside available all the framework, like faster RCNN, okay, SSDNet. Okay, you can pick up anyone. Okay, so after training your model, you need to export the inference graph. Okay, so I think you are already familiar with the inference graph. Okay, in TensorFlow, whenever you are training the model, so actually this model actually will be set the format of this inference graph. Okay, so that inference graph actually you need to export. After exporting, you need to set up your environment. Okay, suppose you have trained your model in Google Colab, but you want to run it inside your local. Okay, you want to do the inference. For that, actually you need to set up the environment. Okay, you can create the virtual environment, you can set up this TensorFlow object detection framework, and you can also install this OpenCV and all the thing. Okay, that kinds of environment you need to set up. And after that, actually you need to develop your application. Suppose there are lots of web application. Okay, if you see like if you just put an images, okay, it will automatically do the prediction and it will give you, okay, these kinds of web application are available, and you can create your own web application, okay, based on your requirement, what kinds of web application you need. So after developing the web application, you need to actually uh, web, see app development, you can also develop the app, otherwise you can also develop this web. Okay, it's up to you. But suppose we have developed the web application by using Flask, so we can, like you can say, use that. Otherwise, if you are interested in Android, okay, Android application, so you can also develop this Android application. Then after that, you need to start the application. Okay, after starting the application, you need to upload an images. Okay, and these images actually make sure you need to convert it to this base 64 format, because we cannot, like you can say, pass the raw images inside the model. So for that, first of all, we need to convert it to base 64. So this base 64 actually will be converting to the NumPy array, and we'll be giving to our model. Okay, then this web server, it will decode that, okay, base 64 to images, and these images actually will be passing to our model. Our model will like convert to the NumPy array, or you can say tensor. Okay, then it will do the prediction. After doing the prediction, it will detect the plate. So if I show you, so see, it is detecting the plate. Then after detecting the plate, actually I need to crop the plate. Okay, because I don't need all the actually objects here. Okay, I just only need this number plate. So what I will do, after detecting this plate, actually we need to extract this plate. Okay, we need to crop this plate. So for that, we need to write a script. So this script actually will crop your this number plate. After copying that, actually you need to apply the OCR. Okay, if you don't know what is OCR, OCR is a actually kinds of you can say optical character recognition. I think you all have the Google Lens, okay, inside your phone. So if you just scan this phone, okay, on your book, so you will see all this text would be extracted, okay, inside your screen. So that is the actually OCR application we can tell. Like, so if I show you here, so see, this is the images, and after applying OCR, it is extracting this text, okay, from this number plate. Okay, so that is the actually application of this OCR. So we call it optical character recognition. So that thing actually we'll be using. And then actually after applying the OCR, you need to extract this plate value. Okay, so see, this is the plate value we are extracting. And after that, actually we can encode the crop image plate. Okay, suppose it will give you images. Okay, it will give you images, so you can actually convert it to, like you can say this you can encode that. After encoding, you can render inside your web server. Okay, then you can decode that and you can show that images. Okay, you can show that images in front of the user so that they can know, okay, like you have already extracted the information. So then this is the actually the last thing. Actually, you can render the images. Okay, then after you can exit your application. So if you see here, there is actually total workflow. Okay, and now if you are starting the coding, so you can actually start from like here. Like first of all, you need to I mean, you need requirement gathering, then you need text stack selection, then you need data collection. Okay, so like that you will be remembering all the pipeline, okay, like together. So that is why I will be suggesting whenever you are creating any kinds of application, just try to create this kinds of workflow first of all. Okay, so if you have the workflow, then you can easily actually implement these projects. Okay, with respect to your problem statement, if I talk about. Okay, so that is the thing. Now let's discuss it one by one. So let me take up my pen. Okay, so first of all, what is our requirement in that project? So first requirement would be requirement. So first requirement would be data. Okay, so data. So what kinds of data we need? We need image data. Image data. Okay, so I mean, which image data we need? We need this vehicle. Okay, vehicles image data, or you can say this number plates, or you can say license plate. Okay, so these images actually we need. Then what kinds of vehicles you can select? So vehicles, there are lots of vehicles. You can select bus, you can select this truck, then car, then you can also select this bikes and scooty. Okay, so these are the vehicles you can consider. Okay, if you are creating any kinds of these ANPR projects, but in that project actually we'll be considering only Indian vehicles. Okay, because if you see this number plates, actually it varies. Okay, based on the state and region you are selecting. Suppose in USA, okay, you will see the different format kinds of license plate you will be seeing, but in India, like you will be seeing there is another format. So that thing actually you need to consider. So that is only required whenever you are selecting any kinds of regions. Okay, so with corresponding that, actually you need to collect the images. Like I mean, suppose you have collected Indian vehicles, but you have also collected this USA vehicles. Okay, then you have mixed up those images. Okay, so that won't work exactly here. So just make sure whenever you are collecting the images, so based on the state, okay, you need to collect the images and you need to collect the data. So that is the requirement actually. So now let's talk about the vehicles type. Okay, so how many types of like vehicles are available? So if I talk about the vehicles, so there are, you can say, commercial vehicles and consumer vehicles. Commercial means, suppose there would be kinds of government, okay, like government vehicles and private company vehicles. And consumer means, suppose this is general vehicles we usually use, okay, in our day-to-day life. So you can consider. And if I talk about the plates, that means your license plate. So I mean, it will vary based on the states and the union you are selecting. Suppose you can also consider country, and you can also consider regions. Okay, so that is the main thing. Whenever you are collecting the images, you need to consider this. These are the things. Now, then what is the next requirement? You need a GPU for training. So you can use Google Colab. Okay, and if you have paper space accounts, you can also use. Then you need a higher RAM, because if you are collecting lots of images, okay, at that time you need higher RAM actually for training. And fourth, you need the OCR, that means optical character. recognition. Okay, so that thing actually you can create your custom OCR. Otherwise, there are lots of cloud services like if I talk about GCP, like Google Cloud Platform, then AWS, then you have this Azure. Okay, so they provides actually this kinds of OCR API, OCR API. So it will actually charge, but you can easily generate this OCR API and you can directly use, because this OCR actually very good. Okay, if you are performing this OCR operation, so if you take this this cloud of OCR, so the result would be like very good. But if you are creating in your custom OCR, like custom OCR, so this OCR actually you need to train with you can say lots of images and lots of text actually. So that would be like a little bit harder. Okay, hard. So I will recommend if you have already existing solutions, just go with that, because that will charge you very less. But if you are creating these kinds of customers here, so you need a better system and better GPU and higher RAM. Okay, and lots of images also and lots of text I can talk about. Okay, so in that project we'll be using this Google Cloud. Okay, this OCR from this Google side will be like generating an API. So I have already this API. Okay, I will share it with you so that you can at least inference on your local system. Okay, so then let's talk about the tech stack we'll be using. Tech stack selection. So tech stack wise, in that projects we'll be using uh, programming language. First of all, let's talk about programming. We'll be using Python 3.6. Okay, Python 3.6 we'll be using. You can also use Python 3.78. Okay, but if you are working with this TensorFlow, okay, TF, you can say 1.x. So I will recommend just go with Python 3.6, because if you are using Python 3.7 or a higher version of Python, at that time you might face some kinds of issue. Okay, so that's why I will recommend just go with Python 3.6 and DL framework. DL framework wise, we'll be using TensorFlow. TensorFlow 1.x. Okay, object detection. So 2.x, I think it has been discussed on your class. So I think I don't have to explain. So if you know this 2.x, so you can also work with this 1.x. So I will recommend just try to search on like internet. Okay, like there is some open source notebook you can find, so you can easily set up. Okay, so these two are actually same. But after that, like after discussing that projects, I will recommend just try to implement with this TensorFlow 2.x. Okay, otherwise you can also use this Detectron and like this YOLO v5. It's up to you. But my motto is like not discussing the framework. I will just give you the idea like how you can approach the projects. Now let's come into web framework. Web framework. So at least for inferencing, you need an API, okay, for testing your images. So we'll be using Flask for that. Flask, okay, so you'll be creating an API. So if we hit that API, so that will actually give me the output. So that thing actually we are gonna do. And after that, we'll be using OCR. And this OCR will be using GCP. That means Google Cloud Platform. Okay, from this Google Cloud Platform, we'll be taking the API and we'll be directly applying the OCR on top of that. And for image processing, we'll be using this OpenCV and Pillow. Okay, so these are two libraries you can use directly. So see why I'm writing that, okay, in front of you, because see, if you are thinking any kinds of projects to implement at the time, the better would be just write down all the things, okay, you need. So first of all, we have seen the requirements. Okay, so requirements gathering we have already seen. So we need data first of all. So if I show you here, first of all we need data. So after getting the data, what kinds of data we need? Actually, we need vehicles data. So inside vehicles data, how many vehicles are available? We have this bus, truck, car, bike, scooty. Okay. Then how many vehicles we have? We have commercial vehicles and consumer vehicles. Then we have plates actually. Plates actually, there are lots of variety of actually plates. So uh, actually it will depends upon the states and the union. Okay. And it will also depends upon the country and regions you are selecting. Suppose here we are considering India only. Okay, here we are considering India. So these are the information we'll be collecting based on the Indian vehicles only. Okay, so that will also vary. Like if you are selecting from Mumbai, so there would be there would some possibility. So these plates would be like different. Okay, with respect to this, if I talk about like Bangalore. Okay, so that thing actually you need to keep in your mind whenever you are collecting the images. Just try to select the similar kinds of actually images. Okay, so that is what you need to think. Then we need a GPU for the training. Then we if you have Google Colab, so you can use Google Colab. Otherwise you can use paper space and all the thing. And you need higher RAM, you need OCR, like optical character recognition. So for that you can use this GCP, AWS, or Azure API. Okay, so there are already like API available. And if you think like I will be creating your custom OCR, so there are lots of library you can use, like paddle OCR you can use. Okay, if you search on Google paddle, so it is from actually China side. So they have implemented a actually framework called paddle. Okay, so by using paddle you can actually create this kinds of OCR, custom OCR. Then you have to select your tech actually. So what kinds of tech actually you will be using, tech stack you need to select. So for that, first of all, we'll be selecting a programming language. So I'll be using the Python 3.6. Okay, because I will be using the TensorFlow 1.x. Okay, but if you're working with the Detectron 2 or YOLO v5 or TF42, at a time you can go with higher Python version like 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. Okay, but most of the time I will recommend whenever we are working on this deep learning solution, so just try to at least use Python 3.6 or Python 3.7. Okay, because they're actually won't facing any kinds of issue. Otherwise, if you're selecting Python 3.8 or 9, so you may get some kinds of issue. Okay, I've already observed that. Okay, now DL framework wise, you can select tons of DL framework, like you have TensorFlow, you have TensorFlow 2.x, then you have ELO v5, you have this Detectron 2. Okay, you can pick any of them. Okay, it's up to you. Then web framework, suppose if you want to create any kind of web application or web API, so you can use the Flask, Django, or Falcon. Okay, there are lots of actually web framework, and you can also use the Fast API. Okay, it's up to you. But in our projects, we'll be using the Flask, and you need a OCR. So I'll be using this GCP, that means Google Cloud actually provider. Okay, they provide this kinds of actually OCR, so we'll be using that OCR only. And for image processing, suppose if I want to do some kinds of resizing operation, if I want to change the color, so for that we'll be using OpenCV or Pillow. Okay, these are the library. So I think you have now the understanding like how to like actually approach the problem. Okay, so how to write down everything. Okay, if you have a problem statement, so you can create this kinds of workflow, or you can write down these are the steps. Okay, so suppose if I want to create this application right now, so I have the idea like how to approach this problem statement. Okay, so that is what I just want to discuss with. So anyone has any question, like you can ask, like are you able to understand like how to approach a problem, like how to do these kinds of workflow and all the thing? Can anybody reply? Okay, we'll be installing this ANPR projects, okay, inside your local. Okay, you don't have to worry. But yeah, but first of all, let me discuss about the workflow. Okay, because project setup actually you can do, but actually these actually discussion actually won't be happen every time. Okay, so now if you understand like in a in a good way, so whenever you are creating your own project, so that will help you a lot. Okay, yes, we'll be helping, no issue. But first of all, try to understand these steps. Okay, that will help you, because at the end I can give you the code and I can give you the steps like how to install the projects and all the thing. You can do that, but you cannot understand the workflow, like how I did like implement that projects. Okay, yes, actually you can use any kinds of OCR. But the thing is like, see, if you are using this kinds of actually cloud OCR, so what will happen? So these are actually giant company now, like Google, Amazon, okay, then Microsoft. These are giant company, and they have the cost. I mean, they have this kinds of actually big fund. So what they will do, they have actually good system. So they have trained this kinds of OCR with the supercomputer, with a lots of images and text. Okay, so if we create our custom OCR, so what will happen? That won't be giving a good results. Instead of that, if we use this kinds of cloud provider API, so our result will be like more authentic. So that is what I'm talking about. But if you want, you can create your custom OCR and all the thing. So there are already Python library also. I mean OCR library you will find. So that OCR will also work, but you will observe like you are getting a bad results only. Okay, because if you see, if I open this one, so here your OCR will confuse like this is one or I. Okay, so suppose here is, you can see it is a one, but your OCR might give you I. Okay, so at that time this prediction would be like wrong. Okay, so then that won't be actually robust actually a solution. So for that, if you are creating any kinds of robust solution, so I recommend, so first of all, just find out like what are the solution you already have. So if you have the solution directly picked up, otherwise you can create your own actually custom I mean OCR and all the thing. Hope you got that. Anup, I think you got that, like what I'm trying to say. Yes, these are paid OCR, but the amount they are taking actually very less. But if you're training this OCR from scratch, so at that time you need actually a good system. Actually, you need suppose at least you need actually 3090. Okay, this RTX version of GPU. So just think about the cost of this GPU. Okay, if you want to train this OCR, so that's why you can give some kind of I mean some amount of money to this cloud service, but you will get a good results. Okay, you don't have to like train it from scratch. Yes, Google Colab you can use, but see, Google Colab actually doesn't provide actually good model GPU. If you see, they will only provide Tesla K80, Tesla P4. These are kinds of GPU. But if you see nowadays, actually nobody uses this kinds of GPU. Okay, for training higher number of actually images. So you need like much better GPU for that. But if you are doing some kinds of demo, okay, POC projects, at that time you can use Google Colab and all the thing. Okay. Now let's talk about this data collection part. So how we can collect the data? Okay, so that is the question. Okay, might raise. So whenever you are collecting the data, so now let's discuss data collection. So for data collection, you have a lots of method. So you can use open source data set, open source data set. So first of all, the thing is like if you're working with the artificial intelligence application, first of all, try to figure out there is open source, I mean, data set or not. Okay, anything. If you are searching for any kinds of framework, any kinds of coding solution, any kinds of data sets, okay, first of all, go with open source data set or open source solution. So if you have already open source solution, so why you will be arranging from scratch, right? So there, because if you see like data science is kinds of open source actually field. Everybody actually shares I mean their personal thing. Suppose if I have a data set, so I might share inside Kaggle. Okay, so that might help you. Okay, if you are creating any kinds of application. So if I show you, so let me search in Kaggle like uh, car number plate, number plate data set. Okay, so if I search, so see, first of all, Kaggle will come. See, car license plate detection data set. So if I open that, so here you will see already we have annotated images. Okay, so if I show you the data, so there are almost 433 files, and see these are already annotated. See, XML format you will get, so you don't have to annotate also. So see, already you have the data set, so you can directly download and you can directly, you can say, apply your I mean problem statement on top of that. Okay, so that is where, first of all, if you are creating any kinds of projects, just try to go with this open source solution. So if you have the open source solution, try to use that, because if you're using that, okay, nobody will, like, you can say, I mean, tell you, okay, you don't have to use that because that is what I've created, because they have already shared that with you and you can use that. Okay, and you can also contribute to their code and discussion and all the thing. Okay, so in Kaggle, actually, you will be seeing there are lots of competition is going on. You can also participate this competition, and you can own, you can say, I mean, very, effective prize also from this Kaggle. So that is why, like, first of all, go with the like free solution if you have. Otherwise, if you don't have this kinds of data set, just try to collect the data set. So that is what I will be discussing in our next section. So yeah, open source, likewise, you have the better open source, you have Kaggle. Then you have this UCI machine learning repository. Okay, and if you search, there would be lots of third-party website also. You can they have also open source data set you can also use. Okay, you have to just search for. So if I see, I have searched here uh, car number plate data set. So first of all, I am getting this Kaggle. Then this platerecognizer.com, they are also providing this kinds of data set. Okay, so there are lots of websites. Okay, they will be providing this kinds of free data set. Just try to open and download. Okay, I think you got the idea. Now, if you don't have open source data set, so now what you can do, you can do the scrapping operation. So you can perform scrapping. Okay, image scrapping you can do. So how to do image scrapping? So we'll be so you can scrap this Indian vehicles number plate. Okay, so that is the keyword you can use. So if I search here Indian vehicles number plate. So if I search here and if I go to the image section, so see, you will be getting a lots of actually images. But here the thing is, like, whenever you are doing the scrapping operation, you won't be getting your required format data set. Suppose I want this kinds of data set. Okay, this kinds of images actually I want. But here lots of image would be like directly number plate. Okay, that is what actually we don't want, because if we are getting directly the number plate, so what would be the use of this actually data? Because first of all, I need to figure out the car. Okay, if it is a car or bus, okay, first of all I need to detect. Based on that, I need to detect this number plate. And whenever I'm detecting the number plate, so I will crop that number plate and I will be extracting the text from it. Okay, so that is what we need. So you can actually manually collect the images. Otherwise, there are lots of Python script. Okay, like image scrapping. If you search on YouTube, so you will be seeing there are lots of image scrapping actually script. Okay, in Python you can use. You can use Selenium also. So what it will do, it will automatically open up your Chrome browser and it will try to collect the images for you. Okay, so that thing actually you can apply image scrapping operation. So that was like our second approaches. Now let's discuss the third approaches we have. So third approach wise, you have this suppose actually by using scrapping, you are not able to collect the images. So what you can do, you can collect the images, collect real time. Real time means, suppose, just go to the actually road, like pick a camera and try to take some photo, okay, of the car. So that's how actually you can also arrange the images. Okay, so that would be like a time taking task. But if you don't have any kinds of solution, so you can go with your custom solution called real time data collection. Okay, you can do. So if I talk about this data science or computer vision or anything, so there the main challenge would be the data collection part. So if you have the data, so training model is like very easy, but the collection of the data actually it is time taking. Because if you see, there are lots of data set. Okay, so they're like they're being collected this data set for a long time, and after collecting they have made this open source. Okay, so what we are doing, we are just downloading this data set and we are applying our solution on top of that. But suppose in your company itself there would be some actually projects. Okay, for that actually you need to collect your own data. Okay, if there is no solution, so that is what you need to keep in your mind. Now that was our data collection part. So our from our workflow, we have seen after data collection we need to go with the data preparation. Okay, so data Preparation. In data preparation, what you can do, you can resize images. Okay, so you can resize with corresponding 640 times 640, or you can also resize with 512, and you can also use this 460. Okay, so these are some general actually size of this I mean resizing operation you can use, uh, because if you are selecting higher number, okay, so what will happen if you're selecting high resolutions, what will happen? So if you're suppose you are taking 1000 and actually 27, so what will happen? So your calculation would be like very expensive. So for that, if you are collecting any images, okay, so try with this number. Okay, so suppose you can because that is widely used, you will see most of the time your image is resized with this 640 times 640. Okay, these are the resolution we use during our training. But you can actually resize it in a more beautiful way, like you can use high resolution like more than 1000. But if you're selecting more than 1000, your computational would be like very expensive. You need a better system and you need better computing power. But if you have low resolution images, so at that time your computation power will be like very less, because at the end we know image is nothing but it's a pixel. Okay, so if you convert that pixel in a number, so you'll see a lots of number would be there, and the dimension would like increase. If you are selecting more than 1000 resolution images, so at the time your dimension would be like very high. But if you are selecting low resolution images, your dimension would be like very low. Okay, so that is the thing actually you need to keep in your mind. Then after that, what you can do, you can sorry you can actually split your data. Split data. So you have to split in train and test, and you can also do the validation set. Okay, so these three actually you need to actually convert, like whenever you have data, suppose you have around 1000 data, 1000 images, so from that you can keep around 700 images, okay, for training, and suppose 100 images for uh, suppose, okay, so no, suppose 200 images for testing, and 100 images for validation. Okay, validation set. So that's how actually you can I mean split your data. Okay, because whenever you are training your model, you need to also check the accuracy of, okay, evaluation metrics of your model, like how it is performing, okay, on top of the new data set. So that is why, I mean, that is how actually you can track all the information. Okay, if you are doing this kind of trend test split, otherwise you can use all the 1000 images, okay, inside your training operation. That will also work, but you won't be getting the I mean the model performance. Okay, you won't be able to get this actually authenticity of your model, like how it is performing on top of the new data. So that is why whenever we are training any kinds of neural network, we keep our 10 and validation set, okay, with this trend data set. Difference between testing and validation, see, I think you have already worked with the ANN, right? ANN or this basics, I think image classification task. Yeah, so they are actually I think you have already worked with that I mean this MNIST data set, I think handwritten recognition. Okay, so they are actually, whenever you are passing your data, you will pass your train and validation set. So what is train and validation set? Because see, if you pass your train and validation set, so first of all your model will be trained using the train data set, and it will do the validation, okay, with the validation set, like it will try to pick up some new images and it will do the prediction in a one loop, okay, in one epochs. Then after that you will check, so you will, every time you will see the accuracy score and the loss, okay, every time in every epochs you will be seeing that, right? So that is what actually it is happening. But what is testing set? Testing set is a set actually you use, okay, after training your model. Suppose you have trained with 1000 epochs, okay, 1000 epochs, and after training you have a model, okay, and if you now want to check the accuracy score, suppose you can use this actually R2 score or accuracy score, or you can say confusion metrics, okay, anything you can use. So at that time you can use this test data set. Okay, so inside test data set you won't be any kinds of label. Okay, you won't be passing any kinds of label, you will only pass the test data set. Okay, and that will generate the label for you. Okay, and it will like actually compare with the actual level, and that will give you the accuracy. Okay, so I think you got the idea, like what is train and what is train, test, and validation. Yeah, so now our data preparation steps is done. Now what we can do, so now actually we need to do this data annotation. Okay, if this preparation is done, uh, after preparation actually you can also apply this augmentation. If you have less number of images, suppose you have 1000 images, okay, you are able to collect. But if you see in computer vision, 1000 images is like very less. So what you can do, you can apply augmentation technique. Okay, augmentation technique. So there are some scripts, or there are some open source actually websites. So if you upload your data, so what they will do, they will actually generate actually, like suppose you have uploaded 1000 images, they will generate for you 2000 images. Okay, 2000 images, and these images would be like, you can say, some kinds of cropping, then rotating, and the color would be like, you can say, changed. Okay, suppose you have passed this color images, so what they will do, they might also convert it to black, white. Okay, so that kinds of actually transformation operation they will apply. So there is a best website, I will say, like if you want to like do freely data augmentation technique, so you can go with the RoboFlow. Okay, roboflow.com. So this website actually provides this kinds of augmentation API. Actually it is a paid website, but they actually uh, also gives you the free trial. So you can generate around 1000 images, okay, if you're doing this kinds of augmentation. So this website actually you can use. So that was like our data augmentation part. So after doing the data augmentation, actually you need to do the annotation. Okay, annotation the data. So let me write data annotation. Okay, annotation wise, you can use this label img. Okay, I have already shared with you this label img. So so you can search on Google label img. Mm, okay, so let me show you the picture. So see, this is the label img tool actually. I think you have this tool already. So here actually you can do the annotation. Okay, so you can create this bounding box. Okay, now okay, I'm sharing with the link. This is the project link actually you can download. Okay, don't worry, we'll be setting that. As of now, just consider here, okay, what are the steps actually you need to keep in your mind whenever you are creating kinds of projects. So data annotation wise, you can use this label img. So I think I have already shared this label img with you, so you can use this label img. So label img, whenever you will be doing the annotation, make sure you are selecting this like Pascal VOC. Okay, like you see VOC form. Okay, VOC Pascal, that means Pascal VOC. Pascal VOC, that is the format, and that will generate actually XML file. But whenever we are using this YOLO, we used to select this YOLO format. Okay, but if you are training with the TensorFlow, so you have to select this VOC. Okay, like Pascal VOC. So that will, so YOLO actually generate txt form, .txt form, and this VOC actually generates .xml form. Okay, XML. So that is what actually we need. Okay, and if you want to do the annotation, so there are some kinds of annotation actually steps, okay, you can follow. So if I write here, so there are two types of actually annotation you can apply. One is simple annotation. Okay, simple annotation, and another is like detail annotation. Detail details annotation. Okay, so what is simple annotation? Simple annotation, you will only consider the number plate. So this, suppose this is the number plate. Okay, and there are some number, suppose 2A 0B901. Okay, suppose this is the number. You will be only consider this number plate. Okay, this is the number plate. You will be only consider that. And another is like detail annotation. In detail annotation, suppose you have number plate and you have this number 2A0B901. Okay, and in detail annotation, actually what you need to do, you need to annotate this number plate first of all. Okay, that is what you need to do. And you need to also annotate these numbers, like that is 2, that is A, that is 0, that is B, that is 9, that is 0, and that is 1. Okay, and you need to label that, like that is 2, A, 0, B, 9, 0, 1. Okay, but in simple annotation, you will only consider this license plate only. But in detail annotation, you have to consider this all the numbers and actually this character. Okay, that's how actually you need to do. So in our solution, in that project, actually we have used both of them. Okay, we have applied this both of them. We are also considering this like number plate, and we are also considering this actually this numbers also. Okay, so we are verifying that first of all, because that will give you some prediction. So first of all, we'll be comparing. Okay, if this prediction is same, so we'll be keeping that. Otherwise, we'll be apply the OCR. Okay, OCR, because there is two-step verification. Two-step verification you are doing. So one is like, first of all, you are checking your existing solution, like the detection solution you are getting. After that, you are also applying the OCR. Okay, so that is also giving the results. Okay, based on that, actually you are able to get, okay, this is the information we are getting. Okay, so I think you have the I mean, you got the idea, like how to do the annotation. Okay, so that is what I just wanted to discuss. And make sure whenever you are doing the detail annotation, so your classes, like number of classes would be 37. How 37? Let me discuss. Number of classes should be 37 classes. Like first of all, you have to detect the number plate. So this is the number plate, so that is one class, so we call it plate. And that was plate. And you need to also recognize the character. Suppose character wise, how many character we have? Okay, suppose character, let me write here. So you have 26 character. Okay, if I talk about character, you have 26 character, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, that's how you have 26 character. And you have also numbers. Okay, so how many numbers you have? You have 10 numbers. 10 numbers. Okay, so total how many classes you have? You have 37 classes. But if I talk about the simple one, so here if I talk about the simple one, simple, only you have one classes. So what is that? You have this bounding box. That means you are trying to detect this plate only. Okay, so that is what plate. Okay, so we call it one class only, one class. But whenever you are considering this detailed annotation, so you have 33 classes. Okay, you need to consider everything. You need to consider the plates, you need to consider the number, you need to consider the character. Okay, hope you got the idea. So in our case, we'll be using both of them. Okay, so let me show you the annotation file here. If I open, so you will see there is a folder called classes. Okay, if I open the classes, so that is actually pbtxt file you will be see. So if I open with this notepad, so here you can see all the annotation I have. See, so first of all, I am detecting the plate. Okay, that is ID 1. Then I'm considering the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is my number. And I'm considering all the 26 character, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Okay, everything. Okay, till Z I'm considering. So if you see here, you have 37 classes. Okay, but if you want to do the simple annotation, so you can keep that one only, like plate. Otherwise, you can remove everything. But my recommend would be, if you are doing these kinds of projects, okay, like automatic number plate recognition, this detail annotation would be working very fine. Okay, for you, just try to use that one only. Okay, so that is what I was discussing here. So now let me open my Blackboard again. Now, what should be the folder structure? So folder structure wise, I think better. Okay, so if I show you, suppose if I show you an images here, car images. Okay, so here you can see in every actually number plate, you won't be getting small character later. Okay, all character would be uppercase. So it is fine actually, you are taking lowercase or uppercase, it's fine. At then that is a character. Okay, hope you got the idea, Sanket. Yeah. Okay, you can otherwise pick up this small character here, small character. Otherwise, you can pick up this upper character during annotation. Okay, it's up to you. So that was all about. Now let me talk about the folder structure whenever you are training. So this folder structure actually it varies. If you are selecting different framework, so yes, you need to annotate accordingly, because in our previous class, I think whenever we are doing the annotation of this, I think you remember we are doing the annotation of sign language, right? We are creating the bounding box. So the same annotation you need to apply here, but here suppose how to apply the annotation. Suppose if I open an images, so let me copy a images from here. So first of all, copy the images, because I'm not opening the annotation tool here because that will take time. I think you are already familiar with the annotation, right? So that's why I'm discussing just. Okay, so suppose this is the images. So after loading these images inside your annotation tool, suppose if you're using label img, so just try to open the label img first of all. Okay, so after that, what you need to do, first of all, just think about, you need to do the detail annotation or simple annotation. If you're doing the detail annotation, so you can only annotate this plate only. Okay, this plate you need to annotate and you need to label it called plate. Okay, plates. But in detail annotation, you need to also annotate these numbers and characters. Okay, all the thing actually you need to annotate. Okay, then you need to label it. Suppose that is K, that is P, that is C, that is 1, that is 3, that is 1, that is 3. Okay, that's how actually you need to annotate. Hope you got the idea, like how to do the annotation. Yes, either in caps or either in small. See, label name would be big or small. You can keep any one of them, because I have already told you, if you see any kinds of license plate, you won't be getting any kinds of lowercase letter. All the letter would be like in uppercase only. Okay, whether you are getting small character or upper character, and then this is the character only. Okay, so you can label it. I mean, in your choice. If you want to consider uppercase, you can keep uppercase. Otherwise, you can consider lowercase. It's up to you. Lalit, I think you got the idea. Yes. So see, there are some other, I mean, text also, but uh, that thing actually we can handle using this. Have you heard of this regular expression in Python? So there actually we can create pattern. So if you see, every license plate has a pattern, right? So we can actually generate this pattern and we can extract this information only. So I will discuss, okay, whenever I will be discussing the code. So let me show you how I'm like actually ignoring that results. Okay, so let me show you. Get number plates. Okay, so if I open that file, so here, see, there is a list I've taken. See, can you see that this list, my state list? Okay, so here actually see all the combination are there. Okay, what are the combination you have inside your number plate? All the combination is there. And see here, actually this is the regular expression we are applying. Okay, so that that is what actually we are trying to figure out, only those number plates, actually number, not the entire text. Yeah, I think you got it now, like how we are doing the extracting, because that thing actually you need to write a script for that, because I know like that will give you all the text. Suppose in this car there is open Delhi or what, I think something has written, right? So it will also return this value also. So what I need to do, I need to only extract those information. Okay, not all the information. Okay, I'm sharing the link again. Yeah. So that is what actually, yeah, that is how actually you need to do the annotation. Okay, so that was the annotation part. Now folder structure wise, I think you know like how to design the folder structure and all the thing, because if you are using YOLO, at that time your folder structure would be different. If you're using detector 2, at the time your folder structure would be different. Okay, if you're using TensorFlow, at the time your folder structure would be different. So that is how actually you need to select this folder structure. Okay, after that you have prepared your data and you have also done this template split and you have created this folder structure. So now I need to select the model. Okay, so which model I can select? So model selection, model selection. So there are lots of model actually. Okay, so if you see TensorFlow model view. Okay, so if I show you TensorFlow model. So if I click on that TensorFlow model, so let me open, yeah, not that one. Mm, okay, I think I bookmark it. TensorFlow model, I think I have, yeah, TensorFlow model. So this is actually TensorFlow 1.x model view. Okay, I'm sharing with you the link. So if you see here, actually you can change the tag. So if you just click here and if you just click on the tags, actually these are the some version, okay, they have implemented. So if you want to use this TensorFlow 1.x, so you can use this version 1.13.0. Okay, so this is the version you can use. Otherwise now this 2.8.0 is available. Okay, so that is the thing. Actually, I think it has been already discussed in your class. But if you want to use this TF 1.x, so you can use this 1.13.0. Okay, because that is the stable version and you won't be getting any kinds of issue here. Okay, so if you see this model, and there is a folder called, um, let me show you, research, then you have object detection here. Object detection, I think somewhere you have object detection. Yeah, object detection. And you have this G3 docs, and there you have your model, detection model .md. Okay, so there is a file. If you open that file, and if you go below, so see, these are the model you have. Okay, SSD MobileNet v1 Coco, SSD MobileNet v1 0.75 depth Coco. Okay, so these are some version, okay, model version you have, and you can see the speed of that model and the Coco, that means mean average precision score you can select. Okay, so see, if you want faster model, so you can use this actually speed. Okay, you can see the speed. If you want this faster model, you can select that one, SSD MobileNet v1 Coco. So this is the speed actually, 30 ms. Okay, then the Coco MAP score is like 21. It's good. But if you want higher, actually, I mean, good results. But if you want like speed, like less speed, so you can pick that one, like 37 faster RCNN. Okay, with Inception ResNet. So see, this is the actually speed, and this is the Coco MAP score. Okay, so that's actually you can pick up any kinds of model. And if you see, there are some mask model are available and boxes are available. So this is the mask like we use for the segmentation task. Okay, mask RCNN and ResNet. But if you want to do object detection, you will be selecting that model, like boxes model only. Okay, so here is the outputs you can select. So from here, actually, you can select any kinds of model. But if you're using YOLO or detector 2, with corresponding that, you need to select the model. Okay, so this is the actually model selection part. So I think you got the idea, like how to select the model and all the thing. So after selecting the model, you need to do the training. Okay, so you need to do the training. So just start training using any kinds of framework. So there are some framework like you can use TensorFlow, 1.x or 2.x you can use, or you can use YOLO, V5, or you can use Detect-on-True. Okay, so by using that, just start training. Okay, but in our case, we have used this 1.x like 13.1.0. This is the version we are using. So after training that, uh, so for that actually you need some kinds of utility. I mean files, like you need this label map dot pbtxt file. Like that file I have already shown you, this classes file. So if I show you classes.pbtxt, right? So this is the file actually you need to write. Okay, because here actually we are defining our label. Okay, like because my model can't understand the correct character, so based on that I need to generate the ID, right? That is what we are doing here. So I think if you have already worked with TensorFlow, so I think you know what is label map.pbtxt file. Then you need to take a model. So you can select any kinds of model. Suppose I will be using ssdnet. Then you can some utility function you need XML to CSV converter. Okay, so I think this file I think already shared with you, okay, in your last class. Like whenever you were learning about this TensorFlow object detection 2, then you have this generate tf records dot py. Okay, so this is the file actually, it is already been shared with you. So this file actually you need, because after doing annotation you need xml file, xml file. Okay, from the xml file you need to convert to csv. Okay, so this is the converter, xml to csv, and from csv you need to convert to record tf records. Okay, so this is the script for that, generate tf records dot py. So if you just run that, so it will convert your csv data to tf records, and that tf records format you can pass to your model, like TensorFlow model. Okay, TensorFlow model. So that is what for your training procedure. Okay, if I talk about, so after training your model in this TensorFlow 1, so you will get kinds of checkpoints. Okay, you will get checkpoints. Okay, checkpoints you will get. So there is a converter called export inference graph. Okay, this is the .py. If you run that, so that will actually convert your model to frozen inference graph. Okay, frozen inference graph, and we need that model only. Inside that actually you need a, let me show you. So dataset records, okay, not here, experiment ssd, this is the model, exported model, frozen inference graph.pb. Okay, that means you have protobuf format you will get. Okay, so this is the actual model, frozen inference graph.pb. that model actually you need to download and you can do the prediction. Okay, if I talk about the TensorFlow 1.x, so similar in TensorFlow 2.x, okay, you have this kinds of .pb file actually. After doing the exporting operation, you will get .pb. But in TensorFlow 2.x, actually, you don't have to convert this model, okay, because there is already some converter. Okay, they will generate for you. But in TF41, actually, from these checkpoints, you need to export that model to frozen inference graph.pb format. Okay, that module actually, if you see in that code, I'm loading and I'm trying to do the prediction. Okay, so that is what I'm doing here. So that was our total training process. Okay, total training process. And now we need to do the inferencing operation. So if you see, if you open up your this code, so there is a script called REST API, REST server dot py, REST server dot py. So if I open that, so see, this is the actually REST server dot py. So see, this is the actually script. So if you run that, so let me open with my VS Code. Let me open my VS Code, or you can also open with your PyCharm also. It's fine. So here actually REST server dot py. Okay, so here actually we have written this API actually code and our prediction code. If you see, first of all, here we are importing the Flask and all the thing, and we are taking the images from the user. Like this is the client app, and here actually we are loading our model. See, exported model frozen inference underscore graph. Okay, dot pb, that model we are importing, and also we are importing the classes like pbtxt file we are importing. We are setting some confidence score or classes actually arguments we are giving, and we are decoding the images. After doing the prediction, we are encoding the images and we are showing to the user. Okay, so here actually we are hitting with the postman, so that's why you won't be getting any kinds of UI here. Okay, so I'll be showing you like how to hit with the postman. And this is the predict image dot py. Actually that function actually is trying to predict your images and all the thing. Okay, and this is the get number plate dot py. Okay, so after extracting your number plates, like after copying the number plates, it is just trying to figure out this actually this that one, that means this character. Suppose this plate actually it has identified, right? Now we need to extract those text, okay, from these images. So that is the script for that. Okay, like get number plates values. Okay, so this script actually will give you those values actually. Okay, and that is the API, OCR API. See, that is the Google Cloud API we are using, and this API I will be sharing with you. Okay, so I will share with you later whenever we'll do the setup. So this API actually you can replace with your API. Okay, we can replace with your API. Now let's set up these projects. Okay, you can set up with me. So just try to download. Can you please confirm, have you downloaded that projects inside your local? Anyone? Okay, so now you can see there is a requirement.txt file, but before that you need to install a virtual environment. So this is the command, just run it. Okay, sorry, that one, this is the link. Sorry, I need to copy. Okay, so this is the command you need to run. So make sure you are using Python 3.6, okay, instead of Python 3.7. So what we will do, I have already created my environment, so I will open my terminal here. You can open up your Anaconda prompt or anything. Make sure you are inside that folder only. So I will select my Anaconda prompt. Okay. Why for if you don't give Y, so it will ask for yes or no. Okay. Are you want to continue with the creation of the environment? So you'll be pressing Y. Okay. Otherwise you will be pressing no. So that thing actually you can automate. If you do -Y, it won't be asking anything. Okay. Directly it will create the environment for you. So here, first of all, I will activate my environment. Make sure you, if you have created the environment, just try to activate your environment. So for me, actually, my environment name is env. Okay, I'll be writing env. But if you are, I think for you, you have ANPR. Okay, just write conda activate for you ANPR. Okay, you can write like that. And I have created with the env, so I will just write env. Okay, and I will hit enter. So see, it has activated my environment. Okay, so I will clear, and after that there is a file called requirement.txt file. If I open that one, see, these are some requirements actually you need to install, like your TensorFlow 1.x and object detection module. Okay, OpenCV below, all the thing you have, you need to install. Okay, so for that, this command you need to run. So pip install -r requirement.txt. Okay, so this is the command you need to run. Okay, pip install requirement.txt -r requirement.txt. Now if I hit enter, so it will show me like my requirement already is satisfied, but for you, it will take some time to install everything. So let's wait. If you are selecting Python 3.6, so you won't be facing any kinds of issue. Okay, otherwise if you are selecting Python 3.7 or 8, so that, I mean, that time actually you might get some of the error. Can you please confirm, are you able to install this requirement.txt? Anyone? Okay. Just try it, and if you face any issue, so let me know. Okay, so see, my requirement is already satisfied and it is successfully installed, all the thing. For you, it may take some time. Okay, so you can install it later on. I need to finish the class, so I will be going further. So now I have activated my environment. Okay, so now what I need to do, I need to run that file called rest server.py. Okay, before that, I just want to tell you, if you open your get number plate vals.py, so here actually in the data section you have the key, right? So here mine is like I have written images, but for you it would be key. Just can you check that and confirm that is key or not? Get number plate vals.py. Yeah, so that thing you just, okay, so Gauri, what you have, images or key? Okay, image. Okay, so if you have image, that's fine. And if you have uh, the key, okay, you can change with the images, otherwise you will get error. Okay, so now let's test our application. So what I will do, I will run that file called rest-server.py. So for that I will write Python rest server.py, and if I run that, so that should actually give you IP address. Okay, okay, so here actually, what is the version you are using, like Python version, Asit? Okay, you can keep that. Okay, we can like resolve your issue, okay, after the class. No, I already told you, don't use Python 3.9 and upper version, just use Python 3.6. That is what you are getting the error. I told you, no, I have already given the command. See, this is the command you need to run. Let me give you it again. See, this is the command, just run. Use Python 3.6 only. Yeah. So change you make, suppose get number plate val.py. Here inside the data section, you can see there actually I have images, but for you it might be key, right? Mohan T. Can you see that? So here actually you need to change with images, okay, not key. Okay, so you have already images. Okay, it's fine then. Okay. So now I think now it will work as it for you. Just try to use Python 3.6 instead of Python 3.9 and 7, all the thing. Okay. So now I need to run this rest that file, rest hyphen server.py. So I have already ran. So see, it is serving that API on this IP address. Okay. 127.0.1.1 and this port number is like 5000. So are you able to get that? Can you please confirm? If you're able to get that, so your application is running fine. This, uh, I mean, information you will be getting. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, for doing the prediction, actually, you need a application called Postman. So, do you know what is Postman? Okay, multiple Anaconda tabs. Yeah. So this is I'm using this Windows terminal. So this is from actually Microsoft Store. Okay, we'll get in Microsoft Store. It just starts Windows terminal, and this Windows terminal you can configure all the, the terminal and bash shell you have. You can connect with them. Okay, suppose I have already connected all my bash shell and all the thing. Okay, so I can select any of them. Okay, see, if I select another Anaconda prompt here, so I can select. Okay, in just one place. Just write Python run no Python rest underscore server.py. It will run that. Lalit. Okay, so if you don't have Postman, so you can install the Postman. Okay, so Postman, just write Postman download Windows, or if you're using Mac or other thing, you can download that Postman download. So this is the official website of Postman. Just write Postman download and try to download the Postman. Okay, so what I will do, I will open my Postman. So I think I have already installed. So let me open Postman. Make sure you have run that file called rest underscore server.py, and this is that should be like serving that on this port. Okay, on this IP address and on this port. Otherwise, if you stop that, so you won't be getting any kinds of output. Okay, because that is, we have just API endpoint we are serving here. We are not creating any kinds of web application, but for your case you can create a web application. Okay, but I told you that's a simple projects, but for you, if you are creating, just try to beautify it, okay, from your side. So this is the Postman you will be getting. So I won't be updating. So this so whenever you will successfully install, so you will get some kinds of different interface, but from here actually you can select a tab. Okay, so I'll be selecting a tab. Okay, so this is the tab I have selected, and here actually what I need to do, I need to first of all select the request. Okay, so I will be doing the post request. Okay, by default it will select the get, so I'll select the post and enter the request URL. So what is the URL we have? It is running on that one. Like this is the IP address. So if you see here, so if I show you, so see 127.0.0.1 and the port number is 5000. Okay, so that is what actually we need to write here. So this is my new tab, and I will paste it here, and make sure you give this one slash predict. Okay, slash predict. Okay, because if I show you the code, rest server.py, because whenever it will get the predict, okay, like predict request, like predict this route. Okay, so at that time it will actually run all the application. Okay, otherwise it won't be running anything. Okay, so that's why you need to pass the predict. So the convenience is like, if you don't know any kinds of HTML and CSS, if you don't want to any kinds of create any kinds of web application, you can start actually predicting from this postman. Okay, so by using postman you don't have to write any kinds of thing. You will just define your IP address and port number and your route number. Okay, so that will automatically actually bring that prediction for you. Okay, so it will utilize your API that is serving on this port. Yeah, you can also use that Swagger and all the thing, but most of the time we use postman. Okay, because I haven't ever used this Swagger and all the thing. I feel like postman is good. Okay, because the interface and all the thing, uh, I like that one. So try to mention this I am sharing with you after opening the postman. This is actually your after selecting the post request, actually you need to select the paste this link, okay, inside this box. Yes, just download it from Microsoft Store. Okay, Windows Terminal. Then there is a JSON file you need to configure. I will share the JSON file, okay, at the last of this class. So I will show you. Okay, so is it successfully installed? Are you getting any kinds of error, Asit? No errors. Okay, so if you are getting no errors, just try to run that one, rest hyphen server.py, python rest hyphen server.py, just write, and it will serving that model. It will give you that IP address. Okay, then confirm me, are you able to get this IP address or not? Authentication code, you can skip. I think it won't be asking, I think. Just try to install this free version. Okay, so see, I have configured my URL and all the thing. Now you need to click on here, like on the body. Okay, body, and you need to select the raw, and here you can see it is select by text. So I'll be selecting the JSON because I want to give my data as JSON, because my the request my so whenever you are hitting the API, so that should be JSON request, okay, instead of the text request. Okay, so because here we have selected so inside get number plates we have defined images. Okay, so that's why we need to write here. We'll be writing the JSON. So here we'll be writing image, and let me zoom in. Okay, I cannot zoom in here, and clone. And here actually I need to pass my images. Okay, image, that means base 24 string. Okay, uh, base 64, I think. Yeah, base 64 string I need to pass. So how to convert this image to base 64? So just open a new tab and search for uh, base 64 guru. Okay, so this is the actually website, and here you will be getting two link, image to base 64. I will open that one, and base 64 to images. Okay, so this two link I will be opening, so I am sharing with you. if you have successfully installed, then I think you won't be getting this kinds of error, I think. Okay, Asit, we can see your issue later. Okay, first of all, let me finish. So this is the website base64.guru. You can convert your image to base64 or base64 to images. Okay, so first of all, I will be converting my image to base64 string. Okay, so for that I will be uploading an images. So let me go to my folder, grabbing ANPR, and suppose card 2 I will be selecting card 2. So let me show you the card 2. What is card 2? So this is the card 2 images. These images actually I want to convert to base64. Okay, string. So how can I convert? So I've already uploaded. Now just click on the encode image to base64. So it will generate the encoded like base64 string. Okay, now try to copy. And if you want to convert it to base64 to images, just try to paste here like with the another link like base64 to images, and just click on decode base64 to images. Okay, so it will convert your images to base64. See, we are easily converting. So now what we have to do, I need to copy this string, and I will open my postman and I will be pasting here. Okay, I'll be pasting here. So now everything is fine, I guess. Okay, everything is fine. Now what I will do, I will just send a request. So here actually you can see it is taking the request. Okay, it is taking the request at the backend, and that will give me the response. Okay, so let's see. But for you, it might not work because I haven't shared the key with you, like this OCR key. So let me share the OCR key. So see, inside this get number plate. Okay, this URL actually you need to change with my URL if you want to get the results. So this is the URL I am sharing in the chat. So try to use that URL and paste it here. Okay, inside the URL section. Now if I open my postman, so it is still predicting. Let's see, because Zoom is running, so that's why the prediction it is taking time because my system is a little bit poor. Yeah, see, I got the results. Okay, so what it is giving, it is giving two things. One is your base 64 images. Okay, so this is the prediction images it is giving. So we will convert it to like base 64, I mean images. Okay, and it is also giving the number plate value. Okay, so what was my number plate? So if I show you, so that image we have passed, right? So the number plate value was KA01MR8041. So if you see, we are also getting KA01MR8041. See, this is the information we are getting. Now if you want to see the images, so what you can do, you can copy that string. Okay, you can copy the entire string, Control C, and try to go that site called base64 images and try to replace that string with your new string. Try to delete that one. Okay, my system is hanging. Just wait. I will delete and open it again. Base64 images. So I'll pass my base64 value here. And if I click on decode base64 images, so that will give me the images. See? So see, this is the number plate it is giving. Okay. So this is the, so that was my actual images. So what was the images? Let me show you. So this was the actual images. After applying our this automatic, I mean number plate recognizer application, first of all, it is trying to detect that number plate location, and after that it is extracting the information, okay, of that text. So see, this is the text we are getting, and also we are getting the images. Okay, so that was the output. Okay, this is the output. So hope you got the idea like how it is working. Can anyone run this application? Can you please confirm? What is the error? Okay, post request is not working. Okay, so could not send. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, just raise your hand. Let me see your issue. Yeah, Gauri, you are allowed to talk.
Actually, I've replaced this one also HTML format. In the Postman, I'm getting could not send the request.
Okay, so just share your screen. I'm allowing to the panelist. Yeah. Those who are having any issues, so you can raise your hand. We can solve that one by one.
I'm getting host disable participant screen share.
Okay, okay. Let me see. Screen share all panelists.
Yeah, now I.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So here I've changed the URL and I've encoded the image. I've copied this and here in the Postman.
Just go up. Okay. I mean, have you installed this Postman right now, or do you have the like previously?
Actually, I had installed it previously.
Previously, okay. So should work. Edit. Okay, okay. See. You have given the port wrong port. So after giving 127.0.0.1, you need to define a clone. Okay. At the top, like this URL, like you are giving a URL. Na? Ha, ha. So see, after one, just define a clone. Clone. Yeah, remove the space. After now try to send the request. Okay, so what is the error? Internal server error. Unable to complete the request. Either server is overlap or time is okay. Application. Okay. So what you can do, you can stop the application and run it again. Like in the backend, just go. No, not here. Open up your terminal. Like where you have run your application. Okay. So key error you are getting. Okay. So just open this get number plate val.py. Okay. No. Just go below. Go below. So here you can see. Okay, it's images, but it is telling error, right? Okay, so have you changed it like during running or after changing you have run this application? Which one?
No, actually, okay, this one, yeah. During that time, yeah, when I
Okay,
kept it.
okay. Now you need to run it again because yeah, so that will save right now. Yeah. Now whenever you are getting the IP address, so yeah, now you just open your Postman. Yeah, just now send a request. Okay, open the terminal. Open the PyCharm. Okay.
Now this key error.
Okay, restore line number 52. Just open that one. line number. Okay,
Here
okay. So
this
yeah, here you need to change with the images. Yeah. Now stop the application again. Control C. Yeah. Now run it again. Yeah. Now send a request. Yeah. So you should get the result now. Okay. Yeah, you got the results. So here, if you see at the below, you are getting the text. Okay. Just scroll down. Like at the bottom, just go. See number plate. Well, okay. So this is the number plate. So if you open your images, so you will get the that number only. Yeah, card 2. See, this is the number you are getting. And if you want to see the images, so what you can do, you can copy this base 64 text images. Okay, just open up your Postman.
copied.
No, not like that. You need to copy. Just open up your Postman. Yeah. So there is a quotation you need to ignore. Just go below. Go below. Let me see. At the very bottom. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Now copy that and paste it. This base 64 to images. That website. No, that is image to base 64. There is another called paste it. Now click here. You see, you are getting the okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, yeah, you can unshare. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So now, Asit, you are allowed to talk.
Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
So can you allow me to share my
Okay,
screen?
okay. Come to panelist. Okay, you are using Mac.
Yes. This is the issue I'm getting.
Process finished with the exit for after running this rest server.py.
Yes, recommend.txt I'm able to run successfully. Want me to again run the recommend.txt?
Yeah, run it. No, recommend txt. Let me show. Just go to the bottom. Okay, successfully install object detection of the thing. Okay, it's fine, but just run it again like this rest server.py, that one.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I'm not sure like it will work on Mac or not, but should work. Process finished with the exit code, because that is uncommon error I'm seeing for first time.
So any solution for how to resolve this?
Solution. Okay, I just need to confirm with Pulsar, because Pulsar can tell like will it run on Mac or not, because it is working on Windows fine. Okay, because I have a Windows system, so I have checked it is working.
Same can we run on the Colab?
Collab, no, actually, it will utilize your local host now. So if
Okay.
you're running on Collab, so it can access your local host. So that is the thing. But if everything is installing fine, so it should open that one now. So, but you are getting this error like exit code with interrupt by signal. Okay. Just do one thing. Just open up your terminal manually in that project folder and try to run it. Open up your environment and all the thing.
You want me to run again?
Just activate your environment, which whatever activate I mean environment you have created. Yeah, just redirect to your project wherever you have downloaded the projects. Okay, now run it. Python. Okay, just do one thing. Write Python and hit enter. Python 3.6. Okay, fine. Now do exit. Yeah, now Python rest hyphen. No, Python. Press tab, rest, right rest and press tab. Yeah, now run it. Okay, hardware instruction Python rest server.py. Okay, I think it is not compatible with your hardware. Okay, I need to confirm. Okay, whatever you can keep my mail. Okay, so
Yeah, you want me to send this in mail? I'm actually using Mac M1.
because Mac M1, right?
Yeah.
It is a old OS or new OS you are using?
Oh,
I mean, this operating system you're using, it's old or new one?
new one.
New one, okay. Yeah, I think there is some compatibility issue. I need to confirm. Okay, so what you can do, you can keep it as it is. Okay, so you can contact me through mail. So
Okay.
what is
You
the
want
issue?
me to send the error
So
through mail?
no, just
Okay.
so later on you can send me the mail so I can contact with Paul sir, and I need to confirm like will it run on Mac or not? Okay, because it is fine on with the Linux and Windows. Okay, I'm not sure on the Mac.
So
So that
if
is
it
what.
is Linux, can I, in a virtual box or Docker, can we run this?
Yeah, you can create a Docker images and you can run.
Already, I created a Docker images. Can you guide me how to?
Yeah, see, Docker images wise, actually you can pick up any images you can directly select the Python images and you can manually install all the requirements. Otherwise, you can directly install the TensorFlow and all the thing. Okay, it will vary, but it will you can try with different one. Okay, if it is working, then fine. Otherwise, you can mail me. Okay, we can resolve the issue.
Okay, so I'll
Because
mail.
yeah, before that you need to create a Docker file. Okay, inside the project directory. Then you can you would be able to, I mean, you will be building the images. Then after that you can run these images. Okay, because directly you cannot run the Docker images.
I'm also new to Docker, so any
Okay,
can I get it?
okay. So you have the one neuron, na?
Huh.
Okay, so inside one neuron there is a Docker course. You,
Okay.
so just go through the course only. Then you will get the idea like how to build the images and how to run that. Okay, because see, now you have the raw projects. So from this raw projects, first of all, you need to write a Docker file in that project directory. So in that Docker file, you need to write some of the script. Okay, like first of all, you will be installing the Python, you will be installing the requirement.txt, whatever manually approach we do, whatever the manually commands we write. Okay, we'll be writing each and everything inside the Docker file. Then there is a command called docker build -t. Okay, so that command you need to execute. So what it will do, it will looking for your Docker file and it will install this project as images. Okay, inside your container, like this Docker container. Then you would be able to run that inside the Docker environment. Okay, so what I will recommend is try to go with the lecture first of all. Then you can try.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so I'm sharing with you my mail.
Yeah. Ping your mail ID, so I will send you the error.
Okay, so this is the mail. I can send me. Yeah, so you can share. Yeah, Mohanty, you can talk.
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to share your screen?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you are in panelist.
Um, Hello.
Yeah, share
Yeah.
your screen.
Yeah. I think I did. Yeah.
I can't see your screen. Yeah, now I think it is starting. Yeah, now I can see. What's the error? No. See, you are writing like wrong command. So pip install -r requirement.txt.
Okay.
Pip install -r. Yeah. Now it is fine, I guess, right?
No, I was doing it, but I didn't get. I got this error.
Okay. Okay, let's install. Let it install first of all. Okay, because your previous install, I think it was incomplete, right? Or it was
No, it
complete.
was
Okay.
done. It was
Okay.
done.
Now write Python. Rest. REST. Then press tab. It will autocomplete. Yeah. Just hit enter. Okay. Just wait. It will serve the model. Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it is serving. Now, just open up your Postman. Yeah. Just copy. Okay.
Yeah.
Just okay. Yeah. So here actually you have written that thing. It's fine. 127. Predict body. So here actually you have selected text, right? So that text actually you need to convert to the JSON. So at the very right, you can see there is a text option.
Yeah.
Just click on JSON. Yeah. Now I think you have the JSON. Now just send it.
No, still the same error.
Okay, still it is giving error. So just open up your terminal.
Terminal.
Yeah. Open up the terminal. Yeah. Key error. Okay, just open that one. Like get number plate vals.py. Okay, that is fine. Now open that one. REST images. No, sorry, REST server.py. There is a file. You can open from VS Code only. No.
Okay.
Just open VS Code. Yeah. So here, just go below. Just 1 minute. I got a call.
The scale need to be changed to image.
Yeah, this one, right? Yeah. Just image or images?
Just image. Because you get number plate, that is image.
Okay.
I think you need to stop it and run it again.
Yeah.
I have to close the Postman?
No. You don't have to close the Postman. Just open up your terminal and press Ctrl C. Have you changed to images?
Yeah.
Okay.
Image to base 64. Yeah. Done.
No. Like that keyword. Like, have you changed it key to images inside the code? Just open up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just did. Yeah. This one, right?
Yeah, this one. Now it's fine. Now run it again, this rest server.py from your terminal. Python rest server.py, run it. Press tab, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now open up Postman.
Yeah.
Yeah, send the request. And have you checked the URL like I have shared with you?
Yeah, I changed the URL.
Okay, okay.
I'll
Yeah, now see, you got the results, na? See? Just yeah, go to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see the text, and this is the images like base 64. You can convert it to images, okay, and you can see the prediction. Okay, now we can yeah, unshare your screen and I can see the other one.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, this is okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kartivan, you are allowed to talk. Do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I want to share a screen.
Okay, from the panelist. Yeah, you can share. I can't see your screen.
Screen visible?
No. It is not. Yeah, it is starting. Wait. Yeah, now it is visible. Yeah.
Okay. My note is not from this application. I just want to know this Windows terminal I want to download. So where I want to download. Get it in Store app.
Okay. Just open up your Microsoft Store.
Microsoft Store.
Oh yeah, Microsoft Store. Just search it for Microsoft Store.
I think it is not there.
Okay, what is the OS you are using? Windows or
Windows 10.
Windows 10? Okay, so okay, you haven't shared your full screen. So I just only can see your VS Code, nothing else.
Okay. Share this full screen. Now it's okay, visible.
Yeah, now it is visible. Yeah, now here actually you can see get in as store app. Okay, just click on that. No. Just you have already that na, like, okay, just search here Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store. You just wait. Microsoft Store. Yeah, so just delete. Yeah, Microsoft Store. Okay, you don't have Microsoft Store app. Okay, it's fine. I think for that you need to log in with your Microsoft account. Okay, you can directly download from here. Just yeah,
Okay.
I mean minimize that one, this window, and click on this get in app, store app.
Okay. But it's not opening. I tried now.
Okay, so what you can do, see, first of all you can install this Microsoft Store, okay, inside your local.
Okay.
Then yeah, then you will log in with your credential of your Microsoft account. I think you have the Microsoft account, nah?
Yes.
Yes. So logging with that, then you will search Windows terminal. Okay, so that will give you like the download option, and you can download and you can use. Okay, and if you
so
have
it
any,
will be it will be downloadable only through app, not other things.
yes, because this is the Windows product. If you are downloading from third party site, but there would be some bugs. Okay, so we don't want. So the best I'll recommend just download from it Microsoft site. Okay, that will give you the authentic one.
Okay.
And if you need help, so you can search on YouTube. Okay, there are lots of tutorial like how to configure this Windows terminal. Just write it. Okay, you will get the idea. Okay, yeah.
Fine. Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Okay, Lalit, what is your issue?
Hi, Bappy. So
yeah,
can you allow me to share the screen?
Okay.
I went to the Postman. I didn't know where to enter the values there.
Okay, I have available.
let me know when you can view my screen.
So now click on this plus icon. See, there is a plus icon. No. Overview. After overview, yeah, just click
Yeah.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now just change the get to post. Change the get to post. At the yeah. So see, there is a post. Okay, now enter your URL here.
127.
So the application is running. So that thing you need to write. 5000 /predict /predict.
Slash, it's a semicolon dot predict.
No, / predict. Just wait.
I have to click on send.
Yeah. So now click on the body. No. Click on the body. So there is a body. See, after ready body, and click on the raw. Now select the text to JSON. Yeah. Now write the JSON like first of all write the second bracket. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Just see. So just click on that. Now curly bracket you can define curly bracket. Yeah. Now give the quotation, double quotation.
This one?
No. That is not quotation. So double quotation, like you write string, na? So that quotation.
Okay.
So now write image. So now just give a clone after the quotation. Give a clone.
After the quotation, give a
space. Give a space first of all. Give a, no. Give a space. Now give a clone icon. Clone icon.
That is
Just press. Okay, I'm giving you the command. So.
It's a key, right? A clone, you need to do some key.
Wait. I'm giving you my one.
Oh, you mean that guru code which you said, right?
So that see, just check your.
From here you said you mean from here I need to.
Okay, let me share with you. It is not allowing to share. Okay, just wait for share.
I should go to that guru code, right? What you said was to get the base 64 guru, right?
Okay, I'm sharing my credential with you. You can. Okay. So I have given you a link. Just check it. Click on the link.
I have. Okay.
Yeah, just click on the link and copy that and paste it in your Postman. No, just click on the link first of all. Go to the website.
I'm working on VPN, so.
Okay, so you can try. It will work because I have another class. Okay, I need to drop up because already time is over.
You said me to go to this code and we need to import the image, right?
Yeah, input the images, and if you have any issues, so you can mail me. Okay, we can resolve that. I think it will work. So just try to
this thing.
This thing. Just Control A and Control C. Just do Control A, Control C. Open up your Postman. Okay, you are using Web Postman, right? I'm not sure Web Postman will work or not. You need to install the Postman in your local. Okay, I'm not sure, but if it is working, it's fine. Otherwise, you can install the Postman in your local. There is a Postman application you can download. Okay.
Yeah, I have done it long time back. So I mean,
okay,
it was working earlier. And what do I know after pasting? I should click in the.
Yeah. Okay, so you can try from your side. Okay, if you are having issue, then you can connect me. Okay, I've already shared my mail, and those who want my Windows terminal JSON, okay, you can mail me also because I need to drop up. I have another class. Okay, now I can't share. Okay, so you can mail me. I will share everything. Okay, so is it fine? Yeah, is it fine, everyone? Like,